Picture the man at the back table of the steakhouse. He never touches a gun. He never raises his voice. But one nod from him, and a man 3 states away simply disappears. This is the boss of an American crime family. And nobody starts here. To reach that table, you climb a ladder built over 100 years. The associate, the soldier, the Caporegime, the Consigliere, the Underboss, and finally, the boss. 6 ranks, 1 ladder, and a code that kills anyone who breaks it. First, understand what this is. This is not a gang. It is a shadow government with its own laws, its own courts, its own taxes. They call it Cosa Nostra, this thing of ours. And it runs on one rule above all others. Omertà. You see nothing. You hear nothing. You say nothing. Break that rule, and no rank on this ladder can save you, and you cannot apply. There is no form, no interview. You are born near it, on the right block, in the right neighborhood, and you spend years earning your way toward a door most people never even see. Level 1. The associate. You are not made. You are not even officially in. You are a nobody who runs the errands and hopes somebody important learns your name. So you fetch the coffee. 3 sugars, no foam, carried to the back room for the men who actually matter. You wash the car. You run to the deli. You are useful, and you are invisible. You drive the car. You sit outside for hours in the cold. And no matter what you see through that windshield, you keep your mouth shut. That silence is your resume. And you earn. You run small rackets, you move a little product, and every dollar you kick up the ladder is a vote for you. Because in this world, there is only one thing that gets you noticed: being an earner. Muscle is common. Money is rare. But at this level, you are expendable. One mistake, one loud word to the wrong cop, and you are gone, and nobody avenges an associate. You are a risk they have not yet decided to trust. Then one day, after years, you get the call. Come to the back room. You have no idea why. You walk in, and the most powerful men in the family are waiting for you at a table. This is the moment everything changes. On that table sits a gun and a knife. They prick your trigger finger, and they place a burning picture of a saint in your cupped hands. And you swear the oath. If I ever betray this family, may I burn in hell like this saint burns in my hands. The card turns to ash. And just like that, you are made. This is the life we have chosen. Level 2. The soldier. The soldato. Now you are made. 100% Italian, and a capo vouched for you with his own life. You cannot be touched by another family without permission, and you cannot be killed without the boss himself signing off. You are a made man. Now you do the work the family is built on. You collect the debts. You lean on the shop owner who is late. You are the reminder that the street always pays. Some of it is charm. Some of it is a broken window at 2 in the morning. You run the card game in the back. You watch the door. You take a cut of every pot, and you make sure the game never gets robbed. Loan sharking, bookmaking, the games. This is the everyday machine that prints the family's money. And every week you kick the money up the ladder, never down. Your capo takes his cut and passes the rest up. Skim from that envelope, hold back what is not yours, and the same men who made you will bury you. But being made has a price. Now you are a button. When the family needs someone to do the work, to make a problem permanent, the order comes down to a soldier. And there is no such thing as saying no. Level 3. The Caporegime. The captain. You do not run errands anymore. You run men. A crew of soldiers, 10, 20, sometimes more, answer to you. And here is the beautiful, brutal math of it. Their earnings become your earnings. You take a cut of everything that moves through your crew. Every game, every loan, every truck that goes missing. You control territory, a neighborhood, a union, a stretch of the waterfront, and everything that happens on your territory pays you first. And you command the muscle. When work needs doing, you give the order, and a soldier carries it out. You are now insulated. The further up you climb, the further your own hands get from the crime, and the harder it becomes to ever put a case on you. But every soldier you command is also a witness against you. And the more you earn, the more the boss starts to wonder. Earn too loud, get too powerful, and the man at the top begins to ask himself whether you want his chair. Level 4. The Consigliere. The advisor. This is the one rank that is not about muscle or money. It is about the mind. The Consigliere is the one man the boss trusts completely. Older, calm, respected, the counselor who has seen everything and panics at nothing. You settle the disputes the boss cannot decide fairly. You represent the family in sit-downs with other families. You are the peacemaker, the diplomat, and the strategist. And your greatest strength is that you have no ambition for the throne. That is exactly why the boss can trust you beside it. Level 5. The Underboss. The sotto capo. Second in command. When you speak, it is the boss speaking. You run the day-to-day so the boss never has to. The capos report to you. Every order, every dispute, every dollar runs through you. You approve the work. You are the buffer that lets the boss give an order without ever giving an order. You are the wall between him and everything that could touch him, which is exactly what makes this the most dangerous seat in the family. Because when the indictments come, they come for you first. You have all the power and all the exposure. You are close enough to the throne to be blamed for everything, and close enough that if the boss ever falls, they may just ask you to step aside so their own son can take it. Level 6. The boss. The Don. You sit at the back table now, the one you saw at the very beginning. You touch nothing, and you own everything. You never meet the men who work for you. You never say a name out loud. You have spent 30 years building enough walls that the crime can never reach you. A nod is an order. A silence is a sentence. You do not threaten, you do not shout. You raise an eyebrow across a dinner table, and a man you have never met simply disappears. Everything the family earns, every dollar from every game and every debt, flows up the ladder and lands here, at your table. But here is the thing about the top. There is no one left to protect you. Only the men below you who want your seat, and a government that has spent 20 years learning your face. Every soldier who ever kicked up a dollar knows what you look like. The chair is the target. And there is one thing above even you. The commission. A board of directors for organized crime, the bosses of the 5 families sitting at one table to divide territory, approve new bosses, and keep the peace so the money never stops. This is where they carve up a city like a pie, without a single word ever written down. For decades, this ladder was untouchable. The code held. Then one law changed everything. RICO. Instead of chasing one crime at a time, the government could now prosecute the entire structure as a single enterprise. Suddenly, the insulation that protected the boss became the rope that hanged him. Order the work through 10 layers, and all 10 layers go down together. And then the code died. Omertà, the silence that held for a century, broke the moment men realized they could trade the whole family for their own freedom. One man talks, and the ladder collapses from the top down. The most feared bosses in America were brought down not by police, but by the soldiers who once kissed their hands. So the man at the back table almost always ends the same 3 ways. A hospital bed, a prison cell, or the pavement outside a steakhouse on a cold night over a plate that is still warm. And here is what the ladder never tells you. Most of these men were not monsters. They were sons who needed money, kids from a block where this was the only ladder that let you climb at all. And the system eats them all the same. The associate takes the fall. The soldier does the time. And the boss dies alone at the top of a ladder that everyone below him was trying to climb. 6 ranks. 1 ladder. Every man on it climbing toward a chair that kills whoever finally sits in it. Most people will never see the inside of that back room. If you want to keep going deeper into worlds like this one, subscribe. You knew the risk the day you took the first envelope. This is the life you chose.